Hi all, Paulette with Back to Basics Mom here. Today I have not only a haul video, but some video of the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo in St. Paul, Minnesota. So I was so lucky to get to go again this year, and this time my dear friend Stacy was able to go with me, and I had so much fun being able to share that with her. I will warn you that my video that I took of the expo, my walk around, is a little shaky. I didn't realize my phone camera was having such a hard time focusing. I have kind of a cheap phone, so I apologize ahead of time for that, but you can kind of get an idea of all the vendors that are there. So, um, on to the haul. Anyway, the first thing we got to do actually was the make and take area, the main learning area. I forget what it's called. That they have this whole corner set up where they basically show you samples and you get to make and takes from all the companies that are represented there. And this was the first one we got to did. It was sponsored by Stamp on It, which I had never heard of them before, but they had a really nice selection of products. And they had a lot of transparencies, which I did not end up buying any. I kind of wanted to go over there and check them out, but I didn't. And this is the card we made. Now what this is it's a transparency and then it has clear glitter paper stuck to the back of it. And then this is our card. And then we got this whole sheet of the sticker words. So we've got this whole sheet in with it. And then this is a set of corners. And then we got, I think there's a coupon in here. Let me see. We got the sheet with the process of how it's all made and all the supply list, which is really nice. And then we got a coupon. See, I should have went and used that because I didn't know it was for only at the show. See, so make sure you check all your things because I didn't realize that's what that was, because that would have been a really good value. Snooze, I lose. Hopefully they'll be there again next year. Anyway, beautiful card. I might check them out online because those were really fun. So that was, and we only got to do this one at the creative stage. I can't remember what it's called, because honestly that area gets so super busy, and one of my only things I don't like about that show is how crazy the women get about getting their spot. And there was a few that basically just hung out in that corner the whole time. So enough about that. I had a great time shopping. The next thing, let's see, I stopped at the AI booth. This was one of my first purchases. We didn't do this, we did this a little later in the day, but this was the make and take they were offering. They printed out the little window frame stamps. You can actually buy this as a stamp and color it yourself, but we got to fold the frame. It's a little easel card, and it kind of sits. I didn't do mine very well. I couldn't get my easel on straight because it was the end of the day, but it kind of sits like that. But these flaps, it's all scored, and then you fold them in, and it makes this cute little dimensional frame. So that's super fun. And then they had a 30% off coupon if you came and shopped before 11. So I've been eyeballing this guy. They haven't had him in my local store. So I got the lawnmower guy, and he does have a sentiment, and it says, "Happy birthday to the Lawn Ranger." So I thought that was fun for a guy card. And then they had free gifts. So I got this little guy. It's a tiny one. It's, only like 1.5 inches, but it's super cute. Get that for free. And then for shopping, you got 10% off online order. And then I didn't get their regular catalog, but I did, because I just forgot to grab it, but I got one of their catalogs for all their watercolor series. So super fun. So that was Art Impressions, which I love, love, love Art Impressions. Kate, that does all their YouTube videos, was there. She was just so sweet. I had a great time. Oh, I forgot to show you something. The very first thing you got when you walked in the door, after you registered for your door prize and all that, was they actually had bags for us this year. Last year, I don't know if I got there too late or what, but it's this really nice heavy-duty bag from Consumer Crafts. And inside there is a pen from, oh, I don't know. I can't even pronounce that. Oh, there goes my water pump. Hang on a second, I'm going to pause it. So whenever my water pump goes off, I always think of Lindsay, the frugal crafter, because she works in her basement too, and she has the same problem. So every time I'm down here filming and that happens, I always think about her and all the awesome stuff that she does. So hi Lindsay, if you're watching, I'm thinking about you today. So anyway, there's this pen and this flyer from, it looks like a retreat place. Looks like it's in the cities. So Le Bricoleur, I don't know, I can't speak French. So that was kind of fun that they had that in there, talking about their business. And then this issue of Minnesota Women's Press, Changing the Universe Through Women's Stories. So haven't checked that out, but kind of a nice local thing there. So tell you about some women's stuff going on in the cities. So that was cool. I cannot find, I actually did get a show guide, but I think it fell out of my bag in my friend's car. So I gotta ask her, see if I can get a hold of that, because I kind of wanted to have that. So let's see what I want to show you guys next. Okay, I went to a store called Scrap That, a booth, I should say, not a store. And they had some really good prices on stuff. They were clearancing stuff out. I apologize for the bag noise. I took most of the stuff out of the bags. But I saw these, they look like wood or leather buttons. And I like them for guy cards. I have a couple of cards I've done in the past that I don't use a lot of buttons, but I thought those were just fun. So I got those. Hopefully you can see those. Good. So I got those. And then these were on clearance for, gosh, I think they were $1. They're foil stickers, and I've seen some really fun things done with them where you put them on like glitter paper and color them in or whatever. So I got this one. I haven't been spending too much on the foil stickers, but I thought these were fun and they were discounted. So then I got these because these owls are so fun and popular, and these were cheap too. This sheet was only like $1. The foil stickers. So I got that one. And this was a complete impulse buy. They had it right near their checkout, and it was only $3.50, but it's a glue gun stand, and I've been wanting one, and I figured, I've been wanting to make one, but I'm like, oh, it's $3.50. You know what? I'm just gonna get it and try it. I don't use my glue gun a whole lot anyway. And then I got some score tape, and it's not labeled as score tape, but it is, because the one that I had showed you I got on Amazon, I thought I bought 1/4 inch, but it's 1/8, which is fine, but I really wanted 1/4 inch, and this looked like a little better value than the brand name, so I'll see how it works, and I'll let you know. So I got that because they had lots of places were selling actual score tape, but it was a little bit more expensive, so I'll try that and I'll let you know. And this was a splurge. This, I normally would not pay this much money, but this is foam tape. But what I liked about it is it's 1/4 inch. Normally you have your regular score tape, and it's like this. You can see the difference. So I have to cut it down for my shaker cards. Also, it is thicker. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it is thicker. So this stuff I have to double up. This stuff I don't. So I'm going to try this out and see how I like it for my shaker cards, because I've been making a lot of shaker cards lately. If you watch my Instagram, I posted the one I made for my niece's graduation the other day. There's a link down below in the description to my Instagram if you've never checked that out. And then I got 2 sheets of this paper because this, between Halloween and Harry Potter, I just love the Something Wicked This Way Comes wording on here. So I've learned always buy 2, because if I buy one, I like it that much to buy one, I'm probably going to want 2 between I have 2 kids or I want a double page layout. And then it's coordinating on the back, so you can always flip it over. So those, I think those were $1. I can't remember, to be perfectly honest. So that's all the stuff I got from Scrap That. I don't know if that's their full website. I'll have all the links to all the companies down below in the descriptions. I really like it when YouTubers do that, so I've been trying to do that with mine as well when I can. All right, then I went to Tall Mouse, which I loved them last year. They have the best selection. If you like the charm necklaces or whatever, they have the absolute best charm slash story necklaces and selection. So I stopped there, but I didn't get any of those this time. But they did have these little packs. You can see it better from the back, not really. Fun stuff for shaker cards. Oh, there's a lot of glare there. And these were like, oh gosh, was it $1 or $2 for this pack? I don't know, but I like the selection. It's different than anything else I have. I just thought it was fun. And there's hearts and flowers and another flower and like little crescent shapes. But I just thought for shaker cards, those were super fun. Then I got these little, it's called dotting tool, but it's like an embossing or scoring tool. So they all have little, some of them have curved ends, but they're rounded. So it'll just like score your paper or indent, emboss your paper. And it was $4 for all 3 of these. So I was like, bonus. So I got those to try those out. And they have also the best selection of rhinestones. So I wanted some orange ones for my grad card projects. So I got the little ones and the slightly larger ones in the orange. But they have all kinds. It's one of my favorite things. And if you spend, I think it's $50 in their booth, you get to pick out like 5 of these for free, which these are only $1 anyway, but great deal. Great deal. I love their customer service is great. Last year I had gotten, when I was bagging up my daughter's necklace for her birthday, we noticed that one of the charms was like messed up. It was like all globby and whatever from when it was made. And I emailed them. They emailed me back right away. They were busy doing a show in California. Still, I had replacements. I had replacement for the one that was bad, plus 2 extra charms. Oh, and the chain had broken. My daughter's chain had broken in like 10 minutes of wearing it. My daughter's 15 years old. She was 14 last year, 15. I can't remember. And I know, silly me. How can I not remember how old my kid was? She got it for her 15th birthday last summer. And within like 10-15 minutes, the chain had broke. So they sent me a new chain. So I was like, woohoo. So great customer service at Tall Mouse, aka Creative Arts. Highly recommended. Let's see. Then I stopped. They had another booth that wasn't there last year. And the name of the company is called Stamp On It. And this is the company that had sponsored the card make and take that I showed you first thing. And one of the things they were talking about was these glue drops. And they're glue dots, but they're more dimensional. So not only can you pop things off your page a little bit, you can use them with like glitter or embossing powder and make them custom. So I just want to show you the dimension on these. Oh, they're fun. They're like 1/4. Oh, these are smaller than I thought. But I don't know if you can quite see that, but let's see if I can. They stick up a good bit. I mean, not 1/8 of an inch, but pretty close. Anyway, kind of fun. So I thought, oh, you know what, I'll try it. I'll try anything new, almost anything new once. So thought those would be fun for various things. I've been wanting one of these. I know I can get this anywhere, Joann's, Michael's, whatever, but I haven't picked it up yet. So I wanted a new Signo pen. I didn't like the old one I had. I think I had a defective one, but I'm going to try it again. I've been wanting an anti-static brush for doing glitter and embossing powder and stuff. So I got one. They had them there. So hopefully it really is and it works. And they did have a stamp deal in their booth where if you bought 4, you got 2 free. But they didn't have a huge selection. And there was like 2 stamps that I liked. This being the one I liked the best. So I ended up just buying this one in that booth. You know, I usually don't pass up a deal like that, but honestly, nothing, just for my own, they had beautiful stamps, just nothing jumped out at me besides this one. So I thought this would be a really pretty card, and you know, I love the lighthouses. So beautiful rubber stamp, pretty reasonable, $10 for a big stamp like this. That's really not that bad. So that was Stamp On It. And then right next to them was Eyelet, Outlet, and Brad's, which I had only originally picked out like 2 things. And then as I'm standing in line, I of course found more. So I originally just picked out the rhinestone bling, because again, orange, because that's our school colors here. And I thought these blue, they just looked like water to me. And with my, both of my kids are swimming now. Not that my son wants bling on his scrapbook pages, but it just really made me think of my daughter. So I got that. And then I had picked out the grad hats. So, because I thought, oh, graduation hats, gotta have those. And then as I was standing in line, I saw the cardinals, and I'm like, oh, on Christmas cards, that might be fun. So if I'm doing something with trees, I can just like put a little cardinal on the tree. And then I saw these toolboxes and the little tools right by the checkout. And then my friend had found this, and she found it in a couple different sizes, but the rest of them are gone. But I have some silver, and I think I have black, but I like this. She's like, I just love to use this on like prom and grad pages and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, there you go. So it's kind of a silvery black gray, so I really like that. So that was Eyelet, Outlet, and Brad's. I'm going to stick my stuff back in my bag. Keep myself organized a little bit here. One of the booths I went to was another new one to that show, for me anyway, and it was called Alton. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not. Excuse me. They had lots of stuff for shaker cards. They had a lot of the little pop-up, like dimensional things to make them easier. But these were really fun. They're super lightweight, but it's this little dimensional, like, I don't know, it's like curled up mylar or something, because it has no weight to it. But they're just kind of fun. Let's see if I can get, I mean, no weight to them at all, but they're neat little dimensional. But that's what it's like. It's like it's curled up mylar, or like the curly shiny ribbon little curls, but they look really fun in the shaker cards they had on display. So I'm like, oh, I've been doing, like I said before, I've been doing tons of shaker cards lately, so sweet. And then they had this really cool shimmery glitter paper, and you know, it doesn't feel like glitter though. It's just, it's not smooth, but it's not like, it doesn't have that grit like normal glitter paper does. So I got orange and black, and then I was thinking Christmas time, so I got some green and red, and then I was just thinking general, like either winter or flowers or something, so I got some blue and some silver. So it's just, I love it because it, you know, it looks like, you know, you spent time doing the glitter on it, but yet it's smooth. So, and it's pre-done. So they had this, and then they had some that was sticky back as well. That was more expensive, of course. So I just got this because I bought another solution, which I'll be showing you in a minute. So those were, this and the glitter paper is what I got from Alton. I don't know how it's pronounced, if it's Alton or Alton or whatever. And then from, oh gosh, you know what? I don't have a receipt with the name on it, and I can't find my program guide, so I do not remember the name of this company. But they had lots of paper. I'll find it and I'll like insert it in the video. I have to go online and look at the map layout of the place. But they had lots of scrapbook paper. All of their scrapbook paper was $1 a sheet, which I don't usually pay that much, but some of this paper normally would run more than that, so it kind of averaged out. And it's stuff I haven't seen at my local stores. So I got 2 sheets of this, red, white, and blue. I got that. And I got this one because my daughter loves Captain America. That's her. Did I get 3? Oh, darn. I didn't mean to buy 3. Oh, well. But her favorite Avenger is Captain America. So I got this one. So between that and like 4th of July, I got this. And I wasn't going to buy more Lego paper, but I have, because I have lots, but it's in the super busy Lego paper. But this was like the base plate. So I'm like, oh, I can combine that other paper I have with this. So I get 2 sheets of that, and then it's white on the other side. So I got that. And then this paper, I just thought it was pretty. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So it's this with the book on the front side, and then it's just the stars and swirly blue on the back. So I thought that would be great for my girl. And then this, we just got 2 new cats. We got a mama cat and her kitten. Kitten's 10 weeks. Excuse me, hold on. Kitten's 10 weeks old today, so I thought this would be cute to do a page. And I should have got 2. I don't know why I didn't get 2 in their scrapbooks. So I got that. And then I just thought this was pretty. Ooh, it's black on the other side. I forgot that. Just for fun. I don't know. I liked it. This is what attracted me to that booth. I wasn't going to look at the paper, but I saw this. And not only is it tiger, it's fuzzy. It's like flocked paper. I don't know if you can see. But anyway, it's flocked paper. And I have not really used that at all. And then one gal was standing there. She's like, do you have a Cricut? And I'm like, no, I have a scan and cut. And she's like, I used some on my cutting machine. And it was just so fun. It came out so cool. So I'm like, all right, I got to try it. So that is what I got from that booth. Again, I will go find the name later and plug that in. Let's see, what haven't I shown you yet? I'm saving my 2 favorites for last. So actually the last booth I stopped at, I had seen this a little earlier in the day and I walked away, but we were leaving at the end of the day and they were right by the door and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. So this one booth had a whole bunch of Gina K stuff, and they had all her new Decomates, Decofile, all her new foil, Decofoil stuff, and I really kind of wanted some of that, but I don't have a laminator yet, so I didn't do it. But I have been wanting to try her cardstock, so they had 2 different groupings of a variety pack, so I got this one. It's a little bit more than I would normally spend. I think it was $7 a piece for 12 sheets, so it's a little more than I would normally spend, but I wanted to try it out. So I got this color combo, and I got this one. I thought those were really pretty colors, and then I grabbed the white, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try her white, because I want to compare it to my Nina Solar White. So I got the white, and then I'm like, oh, you know what, I do a ton of black cards. I really want to try out the black too, just to see how it holds up, see how it is. So that was kind of my real like splurge. Like I really didn't need cardstock because I have a pretty good assortment, but I really wanted to try the Gina K, and I didn't have to pay shipping. So anyway, what are you gonna do? So then I stopped at one of my favorite booths, companies I learned about last year, was Elizabeth Craft Designs. And my big splurge at that booth, which I was eyeballing this last year, I didn't do it, but I got some of their sticky tape. Now, they sell this in all kinds of different increments. There was another one that was like double this size, but I didn't really need that one because this was expensive enough. This is over $30 for this, but you get so much. But it's double-sided. And it's just amazing product. You can use it for so many things. So I can put this on the back side of paper or cardstock and leave one of the sides of the transfer paper on, and I can run it through my scan and cut. So if I'm doing detailed cuts, then it's already got the sticky on it. So I really wanted to give it a try for multiple reasons. So this was my big splurge at Elizabeth Craft Design. So I really can't wait. And I figured this is big enough for like a card front. So see, it fits. So I can even do, use it for shaker cards, whatever. This is my mess up on my niece's grad card. So I'm really excited to give that a try. And then I did not buy very many dies because I have my scan and cut now, but I did buy a couple. So I got this one from there. This looked so pretty hanging up. And I know I can do designs like this on my scan and cut fine stuff, but I was like, it's here. And plus, when they do shows, all their dies at Elizabeth Craft Designs are 20% off. So, you know, and it's not really a bad price to begin with. So I got those. And then this one I had really wanted last year, but they were out of it. And then I've been passing. I've seen it online a few times, and I've passed and I've passed. So I got the Ribbon and Jewels one as well. So that was my thing. And then my free gift was something I wanted to buy anyway, but I was kind of putting off. But last year she had come out through this paper line that she called Through the Lens, and it's all photos that she took of stuff. There was a wood one, a stone one, and a, oh gosh, I can't remember the other one. Anyway, they were out of the wood one. Oh, metal. They were out of the wood one, and I had to decide between the stone and the metal, so I got the stone. But when I was at their booth last year, like her husband was talking about, like, this was when we went here, and this was when we went here, and this is like the steps of the church we got married in Amsterdam or something like that. So it was just, I love that there's a story behind all of these, and they're just so beautiful. So I was going to buy them anyway, but I got a pack as a free gift, so I was like, whoa, yay me. And then I picked up their catalog, which their catalog this year, they really have downsized, which I really kind of like. So it's a lot more condensed. They have some really fun new stamp designers, some stuff that's a lot more like country and soft, and just, they're an awesome company. Look them up on YouTube. Els does videos every Friday, so look them up. She does really cool technique videos, a lot of stuff with glitter, because that's one of their big lines, is their extra fine glitter. And then my big spending spree came at Rubbernecker, because I just love Rubbernecker stamps. They're so fun. So if you've not ever checked them out, check them out. They have a blog now. They have a monthly card challenge. They have, I know every Sunday they have a blog post. So they've really been working hard, and they have dies now for their stamps, which is super fun. So first thing I spotted when I walked in the booth is they had a couple of new butterflies. So of course I had to have them because I have so many of their butterflies. So I got this one, and then this is, you know, two-step stamps. So the solid and the outline, and then they had this one. So I got this one. I thought it's just so cute. I like them. They're a little more relaxed, a little more loosey-goosey. And then I liked this flower. I like daisies, so I got this one. And then one of their new, I bought some frames last year and I haven't really used them too much, but I really liked this one because it's got the happy birthday. So I loved that. And this was so fun. This is a tiny one, but I just love, it's just a little in the corner, happy birthday. I'm like, oh, how easy is that just to add to a card? So let's see. The other ones I got were kind of more whimsical. First off, I thought this Corvette was super cool. I have that big four-wheel monster truck that everybody loves, and so I thought that was a good companion to it. And then some of these I had looked at last year and I passed them up, but this year I'm like, I'm getting it. She's just so darn cute. So I got that one. Got the little fairy one because I think she's cute, and I got the little boy. I thought he's cute. And I saw these fishies and I'm like, they're just fun. I have a couple of fishing stamps, kind of funny. Like I have an AI guy who's a fishing, and I thought I could add this to that pretty easy or do something else. And then seeing as we just got cats, and I have lots of friends with cats, and my nieces have cats, I got this little cat in a tree. I thought it was cute. And then I thought these butterflies were just so elegant and fun, and they had a lot of little sentiments with them. So these are a clear stamp set. That's something new for them. But I thought they were beautiful. And then they happen to have the dies with it, which, like I said, I didn't buy a whole lot of dies, but for that, $13.95 for a set of companion dies is really reasonable. Not bad at all. And these were such a fine detail, especially on the antenna and stuff. I didn't know if I could. I knew I could make it work with my scan and cut, but the dies were reasonable, so I got them. So that was everything from Rubbernecker. And I think that is everything I got. Now, I will tell you, if you're like, oh my God, how the heck did she get so much stuff? How can she afford that? I have been budgeting and saving a little bit every week for a year since the last show I went to, and trying to figure my budget and whatnot. And my goal was to not spend as much as I spent last year, which I succeeded. Yay me. So I will tell you, my low budget was $200 and my high budget was $300, and I stayed under my high budget. So I was under $300. What was my total for all this stuff? 287. So it's not that hard to do. You know, if it's something you really want to do, if you have a budget you want to save $5 a week, you know, out of your paycheck and stick it into a special spot so you have it to do this kind of stuff. That's what I've done. I'm going to another expo in Shakopee, Minnesota in about a month. So I'm glad I stayed under my low budget, because I will want to spend a little bit of money there too, because I have some money I've set aside for that one. So, but it's been a hard year for me. We've had some extra expenses come up. So I'm not meaning to ramble and tell you your business, but I just, you know, I don't just go out and spend $300 on a whim. I did save up and plan for that. So you can too. Now I'm going to attach at the end of this video my filming of my tour and approaching the expo and all that. So again, warning, it's a little shaky, not the best, my first time doing that. So bear with me. I hope you watch all the way through. Have a good day. Back to Basics Mom here. See, we're on our way to the Scrapbook Expo. We're almost there. We're driving down Snelling Ave in St. Paul. Construction's going on, but it's not too bad. We're coming up on the entrance to the fair, and me and my good friend are just super excited. Woohoo! So I'm just so excited to have my friend with me this year. I don't have to go by myself. And there it is. We're at the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. Catch up with you in a few minutes. This is all samples of all the classes. Yeah, it's scratched. Yeah, it does. It feels good. Okay, so what we got? Come on over here.
think I saw one.
So the white one is pretty good.
That's not low. Have you looked through it at all? When did you get it? Yeah, it's small. Will we be able to Yes, ma'am.
These are two that were done with a combination of alcohol markers and good old combos. And I can almost guarantee you that it's practically 10 years. What else is in it? They still work. They last forever, I don't know what. But this is what you could do by applying glitter and then coloring on top of it. Sorry. And then
Hi guys, thanks for sticking with me through that a little bit shaky, slightly blurry tour of the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. I'm working on that. I'm working on getting a new phone, hopefully with a better camera by the time I go to the other show in Shakopee next month. So hopefully I'll do a little bit better. But I just thought you'd still be like to see the kind of the layout and all the stuff the vendors have to offer and all the vendors and whatnot. It's kind of nice to see a sample of what it's really like. And I forgot to show you guys a few things. So whenever you do certain things around the expo, you earn buttons. So one of the ones I earned was the I Created, and you earn that when you go to the creativity station, I think is what they call it, for the make and takes. And then I got the I Shopped, which you had to spend $150, and we already had the money discussion, so you know I earned that one. And then for fun, I bought the Minneapolis-St. Paul, Minnesota button just for fun, so because it was the 20th anniversary of the show. And my friend and I bought these beautiful t-shirts. They're so comfortable. They have extended sizes. It's nice and soft, and they're reasonably priced. So I highly recommend, if you're a t-shirt person, grab one of these. They're really, really nice. So thanks for sticking around with me. Hope you're having a great day. And hang on, I got something else I want to show you. Just hang on a second. This is one of our new family members. This is Mo. This is my boy's new best friend. So if you hear lots of running around and meowing in my videos, partly because of this guy and his mama, who I hear meowing. So say hi to Mo. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. So that's some of the new excitement around our house. Didn't need to put that in there, but just for fun. So find something crafty to do. Have a great day. Bye.